from Mars and women are from Venus. But me think that divide wide enough to talk about the gap between us. Rabs, bacchanal and contention, we have all of that in the session. Let we talk man and woman thing. Warriors, jamets, queens and kings. We are sure if men are from Mars and women are from Venus. But a little comments on a Friday. Jaiga, Raw, Roddy versus Abby. 3 man and 1 jamet from South. That is what we talking about.
This is where we fight!
The battle is on. Mars versus Venus.
No, I had enough.
Bing, bing, bing.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you all ready? Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Are you all ready for the topic at hand? Can I get a amen? Amen. All right, guys. We talking overlap in relationships.
Overlapping
In relationships. Let me explain. It's becoming quite common of late. I've been seeing the stories, hearing stories, also having conversations with people who are experiencing what we're about to talk about. When we say overlapping in relationships, we're talking friend circles, family circles, in spaces of comfort. You understand? Maybe in the theater space, maybe in the liming space, the partying space, the soca space. You understand? Where many are gathered. We ain't talking church. Church. When I say many are gathered, I mean they say where many are gathered.
Right,
it's a
right.
church.
We're not talking church in that sense, right?
No, church as well. Any church space.
Not the church
no,
space.
any church space as well. But I only said that
he was
because
referencing that
particular phrase now, where many are gathered. But yes, any church space as well. It's common there too. Very common in that
Prestige
space.
Holdings has a big space, you know.
In company spaces as well.
Company spaces, yes.
Yeah,
So that
most
means
plenty
franchise
company
spaces.
spaces. What are we talking about when we say overlapping? Let me paint the picture for you guys. Let me express it.
I'm gonna come up with some good character names. That's my contribution.
Give me 2 quick names, male and female. Fast. Come here. Let me quicker than that.
Xavier and Michelle.
We need a man and a woman.
Yeah, Xavier
and God.
And
Okay,
Michelle.
I don't like their name.
Let me not choose my long time
Come now.
classmate name. Let me see.
Brian.
Devon, okay.
That's good.
Rebecca. Come here, taking long. Devon. Rebecca. Devon and Rebecca together a minute. We're talking about Devon and Rebecca.
They've been
Together, right in 4 years. Mutual friends. What's the next friend name? What is the homeboy name?
Nkosi.
Nkosi and Candice in the lime.
Yeah.
Devon, Rebecca, and Kosi and Candice.
Yeah.
All of them is lime thing. Devon and Rebecca is the couple, and Kosi and Candice is lime. Also Russell is be liming in the lime too now and again. Everybody this thing.
Script.
That is squadron, you understand? Going fed, buying tickets together, going party, who going stink and dirty, who going jam naked, who going FOC, the outage, Josie's Jamishness, the going Carnival in Tobago, pumping. They
went in the paint dance.
Went in the paint. The planning to go connect, to go in the thing, everything nice, right? But Devon and Rebecca, after a 4-year relationship, decide that, listen,
It's not working.
it's not working.
It's not working out.
They've lost interest in each other romantically.
Find you get boring,
Yeah, they've lost interest in each other romantically.
find you lose that little spark you had.
And-
you know what I mean? You ain't going on how you used to go wrong before.
Yeah.
Boy.
And Jonathan just can't understand.
That well done, you know.
You know, he just, like, how are you done? Just so?
Who John? Nkosi.
Nkosi.
Right,
Nkosi. It's like, but how are they done?
Nkosi and Candice together. Oh, them
No,
just-
that's line,
everybody's
friend.
Right.
The couple is Devon and
Right,
Rebecca.
and Rebecca.
And Russell.
Russell is the next one in line. So
like
Russell
a
and
weed.
Devon and all them confused, like, what going on? Call him. Devon was that boy. Nah, boy, if me and she go there, boy. Then start to study the line, go be little off now. Is that one? Cause you sheep. Yeah, and if she bring a new man in the line, go be little off. So Russell, that's rustling. And being Russell. Russell rustling.
Russell was a fifth wheel all the time.
Yeah, he rustling. Russell rustling. Bam. All of a sudden, connect come. Russell and she come, nobody ain't take nothing about it because everybody's be together. Russell is driver. Russell bring Rebecca in the dance.
Boom, they do a games night. They do a nice little games night.
After the games night, we need to
And
hear
this is like a period of, let's say, 6 months.
6 months. Over the period of 6 months, Devon and Rebecca finish the thing. They break up for 6 months now.
Right.
And everybody's still lime. And not as heavy, but they in little lime. So they in the space. So Devon would have come to the games night like normal and bring nobody. She was there. Russell and everybody in the Candice and in Kosi, everybody liming like normal.
So they started to suspect something in the games night too.
So
because
in the
they
games
was
night,
clicking in taboo now, boy.
in the games night,
I realized they started click.
yeah, Russell and Rebecca clicking in taboo.
Yeah, boy, they winning.
And for some strange reason, every time Rebecca need a drink, Russell mixing it, but he not asking where you're taking, how much more to put. He just mixing the perfect drinks. Perfect drinks. He working in the bank, he's a teller, he's not a bartender. You understand? Bam. Drinks at the flow. And the drinks at the flow thing, he, you know, in the line, them buy pizza, he buy a pizza, little cheese stay by his bed.
How old was the age group of this?
What's the age group? What's the age group now?
Yeah,
It's
forget
people.
our age, it's people,
Forget
it's
people.
people,
People
yeah.
are people. They
Yeah,
tattle.
people.
Them is tattle. People are people.
Yeah, forget age.
Forget age.
Forget age thing.
You understand?
Yeah, people.
So, he buys a pizza.
Yeah.
Rebecca, in the midst of the moment and having drinks, that's the first slip up. Comfort. She remember she has grown very accustomed to
It
Russell.
was a slip up. And
Be-
they were actively trying to keep it hush-hush.
They're quiet, but she decide. And when he eating and she see it and they playing together, whatever, she went and brusque take a finger
Crumbs.
and take crumbs from his bed. And you know, and fix it. And while fixing it, that she by his eyebrow with a place so she wet and just touch the eyebrow a little bit too. Because and in that moment, is when Devon belly turn. Devon like he got a little chink in the belly now, you know that little thing in the belly? He get it in the belly. Yeah, but Candice all the time she know, eh?
Yeah,
You know, Candice know.
Candice always know. what's going on.
Candice know.
Because Rebecca probably told Candice.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And she tell Candice, boy,
Russell marking me,
Russell could real jam.
No, it's Russell.
Russell.
She know what Devon no more.
She know Devon no more.
Yeah.
Who's the next one?
And Kosi.
And Kosi, that's a limer. He's a
Yeah,
limer.
Kosi just
And
like rum,
He
and
just
Kosi
like
like
rum
rum.
to lime. And he's the kicks man in the group. He's just be there for Jones. Russell,
He's the one who got loud up the scene.
yeah, when he find out, he gonna make it a scene.
Yeah.
So I was now getting to that. So in Kosi turn, boy,
So guys, and Kosi's Jaiga. Carry on.
Right.
but Rebecca, you jamming Russell out. And Kosi, I glass in the hand like, but Rebecca, you jamming here? Are you
So awkward silence.
wiping him out so? And that was the moment when
Kosi stop drinking.
everybody realized.
Yeah.
And they announced in that moment,
Boom.
yes, me and Russell together. And to add insult to injury, if you want to call it that, they are planning wedding.
Ooh, love.
6 months into the thing, they are planning wedding. And they say, listen, we are going to elope. We will be married as of next month this time. Russell is my husband.
Yeah.
Call me Mrs. Joseph.
In that moment, Russell slapped down the car and ball Uno.
Russell slapping
Yeah,
her
he
hand
slapped down the car
saying,
Uno.
Call me Mrs. Joseph.
This is something that has been very common
I like it.
for months and years now. How do you operate in when a relationship overlaps?
Congratulations on the word.
When I really because listen, remember,
you see
Devon
it?
was the chief for 4 years, you know.
Devon know that
If you
biscuit.
like it, then you should put a ring on it.
Devon know that biscuit.
4 years, you know.
If you like it, then you should put a ring on it.
You understand? When she do off thing, Russell and Nkosi, remember Nkosi still like to go by Frankie and line with them on a Friday to talk about, and he going, Devon telling them all the stories, and Russell going, serious boy, that what she do boy? And then Nkosi going, but I small thing boy, and bang wrong, so going, Nkosi just did to drink rum and
Yeah.
Drink rum and cut rum.
and
Drink rum and cut
We're drinking. We're drinking. We're drinking.
You're taking.
Get Magnum on.
And all this time, mind you, Devon, in that 6 months of breaking up, there's those 2 o'clock in the morning messages that Devon will send that Russell was seeing popping up on the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, you up? You want to talk? I could talk. I could call you. I could come. Them kind of things. Many a mornings, Russell inside the house and he outside. But you realize that Russell just packing down the road because he didn't want to make a scene. So he just pulling up and he there and seeing the thing. He never suspect nothing. Kind of always felt, because every time they talk, Russell never interject. He's always had that one friend. You, when you're in a drunk mood and you're saying, boy, imagine this girl doing this. Russell going, damn, we had to think about her side. Russell is that guy. You had to think about, what did you do, brother? You must have do something. Nah, boy, me do nothing, boy. Me do nothing. And then Coach, you going, where you taking? You want next one? And Coach, he's bringing things to drink. Because he wants to hear everything. So guys, how do you cope or handle an overlap? Should you have a meltdown or should you, as Abby said, congratulate and move on? So what are you doing?
But you are. Go in.
Howie, I'm just saying, when he said, should you have a meltdown? You can't control that. People have feelings.
But you're done.
It's not a matter.
We
Should
done.
you have a meltdown? If people have a meltdown, they have a meltdown. You can't.
You think who copes better in that situation? You think the male or the female? Like, if the guy was to announce, because the exact story I gave, let's flip it now, and Devon ends up with Candace.
Right.
How does Rebecca deal with that? Remember in Kosi, he does day for the...
In public, you mean? In public.
Alright, let me chime in. Let me chime in.
Let me chime in.
And Kusi went to one say, boy, so Russell, how Devon tasted?
Wow. That is a disrespect. He asking Russell how Devon tasting. That is a disrespect.
Wow. And this is why I said women cope better.
That's
Because
a
the conversation devolves to that.
That's a disrespect.
Good morning again. It's so them and Kosi and them is, I don't know why they're so Rabs and Bacchanal. And Kosi could be Jaiga or Ding Dong, that song I like Ding Dong.
Oh yeah, that's a dong for sure.
I think that for sure.
Somebody here saying love is lovely. Love is lovely. For some.
Next club.
Oh, wow.
Love is
Holy
love.
shit.
No, but he's right. Love
Plain
is
old
lovely
Boza.
for some. Love is lovely for some.
Oh wait, I thought he said for some.
No.
Love is lovely for some.
No, your brain off, Abby. He didn't say for some. He said love is lovely for some
He didn't
people.
contextualize it for some people, so I just
No,
put
we
for
got it.
some.
We got it.
Yeah,
We got it.
No.
Abby, we got
For
it.
some too. I had it for some too, yeah.
All earlier mine in the gutter, right? It's all earlier, sir.
Good morning, breakfast spot of Linen here in San Diego. All I know is Lime done. Lime done.
bro.
I leave and I going home.
Oh.
If that was me and I being put in that position, I will think that y'all had something going on even before we finish. So Lime done. I going home. Like Abby say, congratulations, y'all enjoy your life. Leave me out of it.
Nah, or they can't be that petty, man.
Toten,
Or they
man.
cannot tote.
But it's fair to expect the line was done in that moment. People need a moment to catch this.
No, we need to deal and start a fresh game. We playing Uno.
And
We gotta start over a fresh
a
game.
moment to process. And that's fair. You know? That's fair.
Nads, what Nads saying? Melong nothing. I'm moving on a new ride. We'll be liming with Nicosia and we finding love. Love is lovely. What? Nads saying that way she whole chest boy. Like Nads didn't care.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. We go through these situations where you have to remember, indirectly, subconsciously, we build relationships with people in our space.
Of course.
That is the problem. Remember, you would have been seeing how they move and how they operate, and there are little qualities in everybody that you might like. But you wouldn't look at it in a romantic, through a romantic lens.
your friend them,
Or
like
for
your friend
respect,
them.
you wouldn't look at it through a romantic lens. But when they're done, if the conversation changes, right, with you and that said person, you can have me, I have my moral compass is that I just cannot allow myself to jam a brethren
X.
at that level when it was serious like that. I'm not talking about a girl who all of us know mutually and it's like, hey, could she nice and thing that's different
what's
as
your
opposed
brethren?
to you know somebody for years and going down and liming and whatever. Even if I have an inclination or some kind, I feel current, me personally will exit the space Like I will stop take calls. I would not communicate.
Now the thing too is how the breakup went. Like what was the circumstances surrounding the breakup? So like if Devon know that he wasn't doing the right thing and he messed up and he probably missed out on an opportunity because this woman was the love of my life, boy. I could have seen a future with her.
Which man you know this admit
he
to
going
that?
on to know in his inner conversations now, boy. He go told bad.
This is what my question is. Okay? Is it a question or a comment? The question is...
I thought you was a mediator yesterday.
I am this is how I believe that question or a comment.
Let me hear.
The question is, if it is they broke up 6 months ago, right? It's because the spark died, da 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 da.
The romance in their relationship was
Right,
ended.
so the question, the romance has ended, right? And even though maybe the romance has ended, you still care for this person on a deep level as a human being, da 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 da.
That's a humanitarian
But
only.
if it is the romance,
If they get bounced, you'll pick them up.
not, right? Now, as I always say to friendship, people underestimate the devastation of a friendship breakup too. Sometimes
Of
when you break up
course.
with a friend,
Just as hard as a romantic
Really
breakup.
traumatic.
romantic breakup. So that's in the mix as well. But if it is you and this crew, two people in the crew are together, they've gone their separate ways that way, but they're still in the space. Everybody loves each other on a particular level. Why would you deny
The person's happiness.
the person's happiness, the person's love? Is it a question of ownership, commodification of each other? That level of ownership?
It's
Why would you deny the person the chance?
that you mightn't want to, you as the individual in the moment wouldn't want to deny them happiness, you know. But you're also battling with your emotions in that time.
Still have feelings for the person.
You would.
Romantic.
You would. You even if it's not romantic, you will have some sort of lingering feeling. Both man and woman have that. And
But you
you
don't
would
want the person though.
it takes it takes a moment to process that.
That's what I just said.
And you will in that space in the line when it hits you like how it hit Devon in the chest. Remember, he got jump kicking.
That I just said. He needs a moment to go.
Yes, spin kicking. Here what?
Everybody loves each other.
Everybody loves each other.
We all care for each
Russell
other.
just
we know
love-
each other a long time. We
Russell
don't
just
negotiate.
love
We all
Rebecca just a
fool, but we
little
love
more.
him. Nonetheless, we know each other. We love him nonetheless. And we know each other's quirks, etc., etc. You and I love each other, but we're not. You know that shipping thing about we love each other, but we're not
In love, yeah. How would I ship it? What you gonna say?
It is just feels so funny when
Wow,
you say it.
mom,
It's so
is that? Are you triggered?
No.
Because people can love you but not be in love with
Of
you.
course, yes. But
But find yourself with that tune, mom.
it's not like a bad Hallmark movie. Anyway, but my
Wow.
point is, if it is you are no longer invested in that person in that way, and two people that you love
Each other.
realize you love each other, then
It takes a while, Abeo. It takes a
I
while.
said-
Yeah, I know.
You ever realize that I will say something, right? And back and then 2 minutes later he comes back and says,
No. But you're saying. But we agree on that already.
If I
The idea?
if I was Nakosi and you know I will wait till Rebecca go to the bathroom, you know, and I'll
Nkosi,
and if I am
Nkosi.
no Devon, sorry,
Oh.
if I'm Devon, I'll wait for Rebecca to go to the bathroom, and as on her way out, you know, washing her hands, you know, just like a slight moment in time. Russell Gill, Russell,
You just give one moment of pettiness.
you know, like the white line in the road, yeah.
Wow.
Russell, like that way go to here.
Nah, but watch now. Friendship done, nah. Friendship done with everybody. Because if he was really my true friend, knowing, because he is one of the persons in the group, knowing that we done, you could come and say, well, watch now, boy. You know,
Maybe they weren't ready to
The one
me and Ocean, me and your ex. You know, we.
It takes a while, guys. It takes
We
a
onto
while.
something now, boy. Think.
Takes a while.
I ain't really asking if you don't have to be asking me for my blessings, but this, you know.
I get that. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me.
You sub
To me, I think you should have come to a man and say something.
I get that, but as I said in the story, that's fair. As I said in the story, it was a lapse in the moment. Because you
just
remember when
happened.
you get habits. Listen, it's
just
14
happened.
days. 14 days, I say.
Yes.
14 days to create one, right?
Yeah.
It's 6 months. The habit was created. She and Russell sharing a space for the past 6 months, doing things behind the line, the crew. Privately, they've been together doing stuff
Yeah.
and planning a
A
whole
whole
wedding.
wedding. Nobody
So
know nothing.
understand this. When she see the little
That's
cheese
fair, that's fair.
on she man there, that she man,
And the white talking she system.
that she man, she
Yeah.
can wipe off things from
Yeah.
she man face.
Yeah.
That she's right. You understand? You see your man eyebrow twist. You can fix your man eyebrow. That is your man. You telling me about?
Rebecca, you not the same one you used to talk Russell with me?
That is not the point.
Eh?
She didn't
You
know
not
Russell.
same one?
She didn't know Russell the way she knows him
Keep
now.
her walk and all kind of thing.
Yeah,
Oh, he can't keep her walk and he's a louse and all kind of thing. I know what you used to tell me. Eh?
He's very past that now.
Devon! Devon, wicked.
Oh, let's see where Abby mind this week. She read the text. And she just see four songs. Well, she read it. She had to take a one and wow.
It was very easy to interpret it that way. So
You see where Abby going? Abby, you see how you're representing us, women. You just give us a good compliment. Now you see how you went and mash it up. Abby, oh. Good morning, guys. Good morning. VI checking in. Mish, I can't wait for you to touch down.
Yes, I.
what it is,
Same one.
Alright, for me, honestly, in that situation, I would feel a huge feeling of betrayal on almost all parts, especially the friend and the next friend too. So I would definitely just get up, gather my thoughts, and leave peaceful. You understand? I didn't that you nothing, but I had to leave because it's real betrayal went on there.
That is an emotion too we have
So
to
you don't
address.
want to
Would you
finish,
feel
you know?
betrayed in the moment?
in that particular moment,
You could.
especially if you are not fully convinced of the context. If it is you get it in your head that these people had a relationship before you all were fully done, then obviously there will be feelings.
That seed planted in your brain. You have nothing he can tell you. In that moment, your perception is your reality. The sky purple for you at that
Which is why
time.
you need to take a moment. But after you take the moment and you all have conversations and if you manage to get a space of being, okay, I believe that this would have happened after, then maybe it means you can process it a little bit differently.
Well, after the moment, Abby, because you keep saying that, I keep telling you the same thing. After the moment is taken, right? You think you can get to a space of acceptance and cohesiveness again.
Huh? You mean what? It's in terms of
I think
if it had happened.
If you are Devon.
My thing is, if it is, we no longer have anything. We not together, right? Anymore. This is a group of friends. We all love each other. We care about each other. We know each other's perks and well-beings, etc., etc. I'm not saying in that moment there will be a moment of.
You know, as soon as Russell gets with Rebecca, he get a good walk now, right?
Yeah.
You know, as soon as he get with Rebecca, everything started to go good with him, right?
Circumstances too. It's the circumstances too.
But I feel like, love is love.
If
you know, everything started to go good with Russell now, right?
The minute, because he was with the wrong person, he couldn't thrive.
He wasn't with nobody, really and truly. Remember, no, everything going good for him, eh? Everything, eh?
And if now he has a support system in that way.
Remember, when Devon was with Rebecca, she had two little acne problems. No, she's skin clean.
Yeah, she's still clear.
Clean, eh?
She has, stress-free.
Clean, eh? Life nice.
I think, and course, Devon will only feel content and happy to say, congratulations if things going well for him. But if Island Finance calling his phone,
yeah. If Devon happened to get involved
9 o'clock every morning. He ain't going to be happy for nobody.
Devon going to light two candles and hope them done, and pray on them.
Can I please find another name to use as an example? And not Nikosi, please and thanks. That's my daughter's name.
Oh, good.
It's Nkosi.
It's Nkosi.
Early morning. First of all, it had nobody could hold a secret like a woman with a secret. So you see that dusty crumbs off the beard business. That was intentional. That is for Devon. Hold facts. That. You see what going on here? Facts. This is what going on. This is a real man here. So she wanted to throw it in his face a little bit now without being too. Look at how she threw it in his face. So and as for Devon,
he was never
step up. You should have stepped up when you had the chance to step up. And look what's going on now. Now you're against happiness. Russell is your friend. He's a good guy. Russell has been taking notes for the longest, and you have been feeding him exactly what is the formula to do it right. Move on. I find Devon should be the best man in the wedding and give that he is responsible for the success of the relationship. Devon, you have to know how to step forward and take your props, man.
You mad? No, are you from hell, boy?
Morning, Jaiga, Abby, Rudy. My take is that the relationship in the group will not
be normal anymore. Everybody will always be suspect of somebody else looking at their woman or man. This is Marcella in Edison, New Jersey.
Shout to Marcella.
Happy Labor Day weekend.
You know, there's actually a show, very good show, well-written show called A Million Little Things. Amazing show. It's amazing. It's amazing. That tangles with situations like that. But it's very triggering because it started with a suicide. That's how the first episode started. So, and it showed how a group of friends, their entire life changed in that moment. They're dealing with grief, dealing with new news because the man who killed himself, wife, got pregnant by his best friend. So they didn't know. They were trying to figure out if that's why, if he found out, and that's why that's what led him to kill. So these stories that we're talking here are real things that actually happen in groups all over the world, in different spaces. And why we try to have the conversation is so that if somebody right now in a friend group that's going through something like that, is to get you comfortable, as I always say, having that uncomfortable conversation. And the guy was right, and Abby was also right in saying, if the conversation was had early, it might have gone different. I know how we do it on a Friday. I had to sell it. I had to sell it that way because that's the only way to keep it nice and spicy. That's what we about. You want me to come and say, well, he had a conversation. Nobody wants to hear that. She wiped this thing off the man beard. That's the only way for it to go good.
Comfortable being uncomfortable.
Jaiga, me taking that, and Russell better pray my head in nice because he might have got took off.
Wow. Violence? No, bro. No, bro. That violence is not the answer,
mash up the little Jenga we playing, boy. We now move on to Jenga, boy. You try to mash up the little games like that.
You can't fight in the Jenga. You cannot fight.
Lily, don't forget that Devon can also be a good parent, eh?
No. They're going too far.
Suspect up. Good morning. Leon. I hold any car door open, really. Come, hold them up. Come now, man. The car, I hold any door open. Sit down, let me go. You did your piece. The damage is done. Let us go.
Oh, good boy. Kevin, what's your phone? You're talking them on your headphone.
Yeah, he call the car like he driving up slowly.
Nah, he talking on the headphone. Listen to what I'm telling you now, Lily, and then from hell.
Yes, I was in a situation like this some years ago. Story put short. Friendship ended up strained for quite a while because, you know, the same thing. You're wondering what kind of conversations was being had and those kinds of things. And, well, they eventually got married, but, you know, after the years and a little more maturity, was able to come around and say, well, you know, Dan, we could have a little better conversation, a little different conversation in the beginning, and we could avoid all of this bacchanal and drama, you know. But all in all, after you grow up a little bit more, you're able to get past it, and the friendship could be restored. Maybe not to the same level it was before, but you know, you could get back to a little bit of a level of understanding.
Cordial living relations.
If you add a little meat to the story, right? Devon and Rebecca have a 6-year-old together.
What?
Right? Yeah, a 6-year-old child together. Right? Yeah. And the 6-year-old in the line. And the 6-year-old come and say, Daddy, I could get a sweetie? No. 6-year-old walk across by Russell now. Uncle, I could get, yeah, go ahead now, man. Go ahead. You fix up. That real awkward, eh? That real awkward. Daddy tell him no, but Uncle Russell tell me yes.
No, but you see, that's not even awkward because...
Lily child now, boy. Lily child.
No, but Russell out of place because...
Out of pocket
Lily
bag.
child now. Yeah, but she was with me whole day where you was.
That's not even...
Daddy, nah, you better, you mad?
She was with me whole day. The one where you was.
You changed the whole story.
Where was you? One thing break up now, all of a sudden you're running wild. You understand? You was in the pain dance. I was with your child. Go and get the sweetie, baby. Right? Go and get the sweetie.
Daddy, bro, we are also struggling with crime in Trinidad and Tobago. We are struggling with also the kind of...
And your child, you know?
Nah, brother.
Oh my gosh. Them things that's happened, John.
A man saying, with my name being Devon, this is emotional damage. He must say it's emotional damage this morning. He said, with my name being Devon.
First of all, my name is Devon. Me having that. I too petty.
Wow. All the Devons and them coming out today, boy. The Devons coming out.
So Jaiga, why she skin get clean since she switch up the man? I don't understand that.
I mean,
Bro, sometimes
I fight.
you know,
Yeah.
people have
Give it to them, give it to
connect
them.
with others.
Talk about
chemically.
talk about pH balance. Come on, go in.
Yeah, the pH balance
Go,
is a little better.
go in, Abby. Go in, Abby. You can hear it from anywhere. Even your dentist could tell you. pH balance is amazing. There's some
Be allergic to them in different ways.
Oh,
different ways. It has some people allergic to your pocket too.
Serious.
Do you guys know there are people who affect every aspect of your life? You could be with somebody and for nothing go. When you're with that person, your car don't work good. You're always getting flat. You're bouncy then all the time. From the time you're that person done, everything in your life changes. Energy is real.
Especially jamming.
You understand?
Jamming is a spiritual thing, you know. You get tapped with that, you know.
I was reading somewhere.
Sharing fluids.
I was not going there.
Yeah, sharing fluids is a serious thing.
Somewhere that medically, actually, there are some women who can have almost like an allergic reaction to a man's ejaculate. Some men's ejaculates. As in, if you find after you have intercourse, your stomach and you're doing the thing, bareback as we would say.
Right.
And you find your stomach hurting, you're having stomach cramps, maybe you're breaking out, etc.
Oh Lord.
There are medicals, there are studies that show.
Your man a monkeypox, eh? Let me I mean all that nice talk I be trying to get. You have a monkeypox, man, change him.
Hey boy.
Without it being the context of like an STD, it could just be that you're allergic
Hey.
to that way. No, seriously.
No, it's true.
That's semen.
No, it's correct.
And somebody
That's
else.
semen toxic.
Yes, boy.
And
It had that out there.
and somebody else, you are aligned physically and you don't have those issues.
Not at all. You and start to feel good. You know, until you wake up in the morning, you whistling. Have guess who wake in the morning with your morning feel, and then Hassan get wake in the morning, you're more kind for you're brushing your teeth and your gum bleeding because it's pressure. Everything wrong in your life. Now you wake up in the morning, you start to brush your mouth and all your gum bleed. That's your first sign to lead the man. From the time you start to brush your mouth and your gum bleed, leave him. He's not good. And shame. You understand? You thinking
you was good all
you pour Listerine in your mouth and you take two gargle and spit and whole day your gum burning. Leave him. Leave the man.
Oh, you're not right. Oh, you know the thing. Watch now, belly turn, people get pink. Silence, crickets. Oh, you're wicked this morning.
And they also say spiritually it takes at least 8 years to completely get rid of any fluid that you may have, like DNA that you would have shared with that.
8 years?
Yeah, 8 years. Yeah. Yeah, 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. Nah, boy, I
people out there real ghosts in them, boy.
No, boy, but when I hear that,
it's a real ghost in people out there.
I'm telling you, 8 years. 8 years.
Listen, sometimes we.
Yeah, really, and also, you know, I real, I see it. Yeah, things get better, boy. I am telling you.
Wow.
I'm telling you, when I hear
8
my
is a big
pause
number.
raise, you know.
You see it? 8 is a big number.
Yes,
8
boy.
is a big number.
When I hear my pause raise, I say, wait,
it's
complete flip, you know.
That's my number.
Complete
But
flip,
check
you know.
this out, right? Check this out. That's one of the functionalities of the universe that I'd never agree with. Whoever is the creator of all things, the creator of man, whoever you want to put it, if it's God, if it's the Yoruba gods, the universe, they should have put that device in. The ghosts and them should talk. I find when you go to it, say, hello, you're here now, welcome. And you ask, how much are you there?
Yeah, you'll feel it, you'll feel it.
You'll feel who was there before?
Yeah, you'll feel it.
And that's like when some women tell you that there's no when their significant other is unfaithful.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, because
Yeah, you can.
it feels different.
Not only feel, it's
different.
Yep, that's facts.
Nah, plenty room. Rodel, Abeo, and Ayana. Come. All you come to. Come, let me go. All you don't like happiness.
You driving on
All you
Maxi?
just want to mash up the. Come now, man. Come. I can't carry all this. No way.
Wait,
Come.
Maxi, you driving?
We don't want peace.
Yeah, my name is Devon in real life, and I'm feeling our way. But let's stop mixing up the names and them now, gosh. Big, nah. All you somebody slide tackle Rudy Ladder for me. You need to come down for me, but Uncle Russell, nah. I said no. I is Devon. I said no, sweetie.
The The man say slide tackle, roll the ladder, you know. Let him come down, throw him down. Don't just bother to tell him come down, just kick him.
Now you know that conversation.
In the last year of those 4 years, Trisha had acne. Every other month she reaching in the hospital for asthma because of stress. And just so she lose her 200 pounds, you know. And gain a better 200 pounds. And look how she just blue zooming.
Blue zoom, yes? Wow, Ayana, you asking me what you do? Boy, all you from hell, boy.
Let's go ahead and keep sharing all their fluids out there with anybody.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
Rodel, use a real fool on the boy. How you gonna say when you was in the paint, I was with the child? Come down, man, Rodel, man. What kind of off thing is that, man?
No, that hitting men hard because that's real. You know why men vex? Because right now, let me be honest, there's a man right now who know he was in the paint.
Telling you.
He know he was in the paint, and she asked him weeks, and they, let me say this. Let me be honest, and let me say this.
That paint was hard to come off.
Let me say this. There are women who do what they do, and we all come here and we say things about CM and whatever. But one thing I have learned about women, generally, when they want to do something, they are natural planners. Women are natural planners because it's who they are. It's in their DNA, right? They will tell you, Devon, here what's happening. I am going out with the girls on the 3rd of September or 23rd. I'm going to Dexter. You will know. You wait until the 22nd to come. Ask something to do. You know, you gotta let he gotta stay by mommy or something. So and she in her moments will say, okay, cool, bro. Cool that one because she already planned her stuff. And once the child is safe, she's okay. You're not staying with your son, no problem. He going by your mother, okay, my brother, and go anyway. So when you sit down in the room, as he just said, and small man come, and go Uncle Russell again, because Uncle Russell was with your child. You wanted to go and do what you're doing after you gave up that right.
That one still have paint on the neck, you know. Can't get that paint off yet, you know.
Paint is not coming off.
Industrial paint they use, eh?
No, what kind of Abbey they use?
My boy tell me take a scrubbing brush to scrub out the glasses, you know. You can't, it's paint, you know, licks, you know. Licks.
Everybody pink.
No, so fellas, all it takes stock on yourself too, eh? Sometimes you want to get ignorant, but you put yourself in that position, eh? Let me be real.
Well, boy, thanks for all this education there. I never know that.
You never know what? The paint balance and all them things. Oh, you never know that? Daddy, how come I turn a real clown? How? You see, all they don't like the truth, but I realize that. I don't like that. I will act like a fool. Especially, You're being a little.
I will act like a fool.
Starts the conversation.
And goes on.
You can't open this. You can't open your thesis by I will act like a fool and expect me to read the rest. Come on. Pull back Ash. Ash from Bristol, pull all the way back. They say I'll mash up everything.
Nah, man.
Wow, it got worse. Wow.
Everything getting dashed off the table. Everything getting dashed off the table there. You want to mash up the party?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, Jaiga done. Yeah.
Friendship will be broken. All right. Okay. Clearly, we realize where your emotions are. Ash, he not taking it. In summary, he not dealing with it well. But what Lily said was correct, though. If we could just go back to Lily for a quick second. I try to express it in a way where, that would be a common thing, is lapse of judgment, but women really do things on purpose because they need to get it out. And in that moment, it would have been spite.
She don't pick she dress and she needs your friends in she wedding. So,
correct.
And he must be hemming and hawing.
So she take matters into her own hand.
And she know long time if Devon slip up, Russell and he slips with it.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
She know. I'm not saying that she would go with Russell. You know. What I'm saying is she know all the time while she was with Devon that Russell want Mark and Russell like her, but she not on Russell. But she know. Woman does know.
Maybe, but I listen.
She not on Russell, no, but she
I
know.
was one of the men rowing. I was one of the men rowing the boat of you're a dog. You always wanted. I was that guy. But as somebody said earlier on, maturity changes a lot of things. You have to trust and believe that the person you're with respected the relationship in such a way that they wasn't looking outside.
No,
but when the relationship ended, here what is the part that is triggering? Time. time is really a good and bad thing. Time lives in a very dark space because because we can't put a measurement on things, right? You can't measure love. But it really affects you differently, Abby. If me and you done Monday, we call it quits, call all your friends by Monday night, all the way in a circle, no, we done. And Saturday,
that difference.
you're out with
But
somebody.
I was now going to ask, do you think there would have been a different reaction if it 6 months as opposed to maybe a year, 2 years?
That's the thing. In 2 years' time, because in 2 years' time,
plenty things can happen within them 2 years, you know.
You can't be justifiably vexed, but let me tell you, from a man's perspective, let me tell you what I feel. I could be wrong, but let me tell you, I've talked on a personal sense here. What I feel bothers you is the fact that you have not emotionally moved on.
That's the thing.
You have not gotten to a soft space in your life.
If you
I don't think it's ownership.
It's not
it's not ownership.
I don't think it's ownership.
No,
I don't think
it's not ownership.
So, well, I was with you, so nobody else.
Nah. Maybe some men, but definitely not on this side of the
If you're in
fence,
the
right?
same
I don't
position,
think
if
so.
you're in the same position it was in 2 years ago, yeah, you wouldn't be in a space to really operate and be, you know, open to what is taking place. But if in that space of that 2 years you know you've been trying to find yourself,
and you blossom, you find
it
wouldn't hit
you. You know, you're on a new spiritual journey.
Exactly. But if you have not landed on a soft spot, and she comes to tell you, and you could feel it, that you could watch somebody and know when they're genuinely happy. And this is what we do with Blossom talking. My song like kicks and joke and everything Abby expressed just now about changing of fluids and in my song like we kicks in, but it's real. People change. You can tell when people.
I was yellow when she was with the water.
Jaundice. Like I know a home girl, right?
How my relationship you to have jaundice.
I know a home girl. Real story. Was always watch me, you know them kind of toxic relationship. It's always a back and forth and a thing. And every time it's watch me, and this is going on years. Every time it's no me and him done and then you come back, you see a thing like the try again and then it's off again, try again, off again, and bam. Find somebody, you know, there are people who you see them and they have a particular type all the time.
Yeah.
And then bam, you see them as somebody that's totally off the spectrum. And as soon as you get to that person totally off the spectrum, the smile is different.
Everything
the
change,
hair grow. It's a whole aura. You could watch me. They have an aura about them that is glowing from a mile.
They stopped picking the same person over and
Yeah,
over and over.
yeah.
Because some people do that. They get, and again, that is wrapped up in your own traumas and whatnot. So you have a type and you pick the same person over and over, emotionally unavailable or whatever it is over and over. And then eventually you take a risk on somebody that is not really my type, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, but things in the moment change and changes you.
Rebecca knew that Russell was pussyfooting to tell Devon, so she pulled the trigger first. That's all. I see nothing wrong. Sis didn't want to live her life, and it was weighing heavy on her spirit.
Wow.
And she just wanted peace, love, and
She know exactly what she's doing.
because at her wedding, where Devon was going to be the best man, she's already planning for him to give her exceptional speech, which she wrote, and he cannot deviate from, as well as she's going to ensure that he catches the goddess, so they will be at his wedding. She even went to somebody to help him out because she knew the subpar jam that he was giving.
Listen.
Rebecca planned everybody life.
You see the street Ayana, Lily, and Mabel living on? You know, all of them reside on Devil's Avenue, right? Oh, you know that? All of them live in Devil's Avenue. There's different house numbers. It's 1, 3, and 6.
Well, if I was Nick,
Lily's number 1, Lucifer Lane, Devil's Avenue. Ayana is number 6. Devil's Lane, Lucifer Avenue, and we know neighbor is number 3.
If I was Devon, I would have just started jam Candace just for so yes.
But you realize Candace ain't get name, call it.
Candace is just a friend. Candace signed that.
I would have started.
Yeah, and all of them, you can't. Candace not on you. Candace don't want Devon. No, brother, Candace not going there.
I would have.
Initially. Rebecca had to admit it because Candace figured it out.
Candace not going to let Dottie Devon breathe and she you mad.
I go and drink some white talk and
so what's happening?
Candace going to run Devon.
So you did know Candace? So you did know you never tell me nothing then? I thought me and you better than
yeah, we good Devon, but not that good. I telling you.
Russell boy?
Meanwhile, Nkosi wraps up the whole scene. You taking that boy? Whole scene.
What you gonna do with that girl? Russell, boy. You used to say Russell is look dirty, all kind of things.
What I would say is just, again, it always comes back to this, you know, have a conversation.
I know Candace like me long time, you know.
Have a
Yeah.
conversation. Meanwhile, Candace is like,
Candace
I
not,
like
Candace
you
not on you,
long
eh?
time.
Yeah.
Rob, I'm here for the free drinks.
I can't believe all of that, boy. All is my friend, boy.
We gotta go.
Russell, boy.
Nah, Russell getting a bonnet tap. You know when Jaiga say, you, come on the car, come on the car. Yeah, Russell must get that.
They can't do poor Russell, that boy. Russell innocent in this, you know? And he's in love. And he's willing to take very good care of Rebecca.
And the wedding in Tobago will be lovely.
Guys, we gotta go.
You're my child, boy. You're my child. I even...
Hypothetical child.